Okay, guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be fixing viewers' teams. I do not plan on having music going, so I think I'm just going to do this, I don't know, podcast style. Chat engagement will be kind of a bit more limited than usual as well. As this is not a scheduled stream, it's going to be a little bit different. Because I normally do this on my own, and I kind of just focus on these teams. But I figured might as well stream it so you guys can see part of the process. This is also not going to replace the video. I do still plan on releasing the video with all the fixed teams and going through it in more compressed style. I think this may become a regular thing. The problem is a lot of the time I don't actually have like an hour even to work on these teams. I work on these teams in like 20-minute to an hour chunks throughout the day when I have time because being in college, university for all the international people, being in university, you have classes here and then you have homework and study session there. So I don't actually have a lot of time. But because I just got back to university, it's only week one. It's not going to be like it's not going to be that busy. So I figured, okay, I have time to sit down for a couple hours and fix some teams. But yeah, that's just me explaining kind of what's going on. Okay, so yeah, let me talk about some of these teams I selected before we get into fixing some. This one I just thought was kind of cool. Not much to it. I like Superior, so I thought that was interesting. This next one by Cravian. I've been wanting to try CB Boulder for a while, so I figured, what the heck, might as well do it now. Kind of a sad speed tier, but it's still pretty fast. So, yeah, Iron Boulder's pretty cool. Boulder Savior, fair enough, yeah. But anyway, the rest of the team was not super cool, but I liked the Iron Boulder, so I figured I'd try to do it. As for, yeah, how did these people get their teams here? I send out an announcement on YouTube, just make a post, and I say, hey, here's a link to this Google form. Put your PokePaste team, put your PokePaste here, and then I select one. This time we got almost 300 submissions, so there were a lot of interesting teams, but I could only pick a few. This one I just thought was cool because Slitherwing seemed interesting. It's definitely got issues, but a lot of these teams have issues. But yeah, there's these teams were pre-selected. I'm not taking new submissions from chat right now. This one I thought was interesting just because it had a Trick Room Necrozma. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And paired with Gambit is kind of nice. So I found this to be pretty sick. Emboar, CB Emboar with Reckless. I just thought that was pretty sick. I felt like I had to give it a go, see what how it does. Yeah, just seemed cool because like there's Tauros, right? But Tauros has not as much attack and it doesn't have Reckless. Reckless is pretty great here for Flare Blitz, and also Wild Charge, which this person didn't run, but I think Wild Charge on Emboar is a pretty major win because that helps with Olo, which is one of the huge issues. Helps with a lot of just water types. So I thought Emboar was really cool. That's probably the team I'm going to be starting with. This, I thought, what the heck? Dragology in the house. Might as well give it a go. I would personally go with the Poison Point set, so I don't think I'd actually go with this, but I did find the Haze interesting, kind of cool. I didn't really know it got that. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting, and that might be worth looking into more than I perhaps gave it credit for. Thank you, Bognor, for the £2. Appreciate it. This one I found really interesting as well. I was thinking they said like this team performed weirdly well. So I was like, okay, it looks super wacky, which is partly why I just wanted to try it, kind of see how it works. And I haven't used Ditto in a while, and I think this Legion set is kind of sick. I wanted to try it with Sub and Metronome, though, so like change the Legion a bit, but I feel like Agility Basket Legion is just kind of awesome. Oh, where can I send my team? Someone asking in chat where they can send their team to me for review. So I've got in the description of this stream Discord, Smogon, and email. So whatever works for you. Probably Discord's my preferred method. This one, just because it looked like a team I would make, and I like low kicks. I probably won't end up fixing this one, but it was interesting enough. And yeah, I'm not going to fix all of these. I just kind of pick the most interesting, the ones that interest me, which normally is like 5 or 6. This time it's like 10 because this one, I just kind of liked. I don't know why I picked this one. I just kind of liked it. Maybe the double band fascinated me. Maybe I liked the AV pecs. I don't know. Couldn't tell you, but I found it kind of cool. This one was sick. The Grassy Seed Reuniclus was like, and they're running Wonder Room, which is the worst idea I've ever seen, but I liked, where they were going there. Yeah, so this looked pretty cool. And yeah, just like the Grassy Seed spam with like a CM Clefable, I'm like, I feel like this kind of Veil has more potential than probably we're giving it credit for, and I'd really like to give it a go. Let's see this. I've been impressed with Iron Hands lately, so I figured, sure, we'll include this one. And it just looked interesting. It looked fun to play, simple, nothing too complicated, just kind of looked like a fun team. This one I found interesting because of the Quackaval and the Scarf Shocks, combined with this Garchomp set. I am very fond of Hazard Stack with Chomp, but yeah, this team just seemed super interesting, and I really liked Quackaval as removal. Just so creative. I was a big fan. This one is probably one of the ones I'm most keen on fixing. No, I'm not going to use Klotzer. I recently went on a rant in chat about how Klotzer is not it. This one I found cool just because it looked like full of so many annoying Pokemon. I was like, yeah, this seems good. This one, it's just been a long time since I've seen a Cresselia, and I thought this kind of team with all these defensive setup sweepers and then kind of this backdrop of a Hazard Core was pretty cool. Yeah, so that's about it. Do I fix Gen 7 OU teams? No, I'm not. It's been so long since I've played Gen 7 OU. I don't think I'm really qualified to fix Gen 7 teams anymore. So anyway, let's start with this Emboar squad. So they said it struggles with, so let's get this down here. Team 1, Emboar, rating before, rating after, strengths, weaknesses. So I'm going to just play this team as is first. Unless there are super obvious changes, I don't change it right away. I'm pretty sure we're going to want Wild Charge on this guy over Earthquake, especially given we got the grassy terrain element. But as I said, to start, we're just going to play the team and see how it goes. But yeah, the reason I thought Emboar was cool, I really liked the idea of Emboar kind of as an answer to those, Wisp Pult. Like it actually switches in decently well. Now its Spit isn't great, but I was also considering AV Emboar was a big consideration. So we might do that, but I like that it had Sucker Punch. I didn't know it got that. And just the strength, the raw power seemed pretty cool. So yeah. Also like kind of not too bad against Saraledge either with that EQ plus Sucker. Yeah, I'm not doing music because I just normally don't play music when I'm working on these teams. If it's bugging you guys, I can turn it on. I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Hmm. Oh, and do like the stream. That helps out, of course. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a look. We'll just give it a go. So this is, let's see. Yeah, we got the AV Rilla. I feel like put band on this and AV on that would probably be a step up. Prim set's kind of weird too. Not a huge fan of that. Gold is just a pretty typical defensive gold. And let's see. So weaknesses, they say water types, mainly Ogerpon Wellspring. That's not surprising. Walking Wake and offensive Primarina. Okay. Are you actually weak to Walking Wake, dude? You have an AV Rillaboom and a Prim. Like, I feel like you're just not. I think that's a skill issue if you're losing to Walking Wake like frequently. Ogerpon, I don't really see Ogerpon being all that bad. No, that's pretty bad actually. Ogerpon's pretty bad. So okay, we'll put that. I'm not going to put Walking Wake on the weaknesses list. That's the other thing. I ask people to put their team weaknesses in this forum just to kind of help me, you know, to kind of help me like not have to figure them out myself all the time. Speeds things up a little bit. But sometimes people are just dead wrong. Like you got an AV Rilla and like a Prim. Are you really weak to Walking Wake? I don't know about that. Also, guys, Ranbat's tour next weekend. Ranbat's tour, sign up now. Offensive Primarina, I guess I can see that being an issue. Yeah. I'll add it to the list. And so let's see, they got, yeah, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Walking Wake, offensive Primarina, special variants of Iron Valiant and Kyurem. Yep. Specs, or just special in general. Special Kyurem is pretty bad, yeah. Rain teams, a lack of immediate firepower. You have an Emboar, my man. I'm not really going to add that to the list. But yeah, the other reason I liked Emboar is just that it's good against King Gambit, which is pretty cool. Although it's really slow, but it's not so slow it can't deal with Gambit, so that's nice. But okay, let's see here. Yeah, water type, mainly Ogerpon. And there was rain teams, but like, you got a Prim and a Rilla. Like you can Terra Moltres. I don't really think you're that weak to rain teams, man. I don't see it. I think you're bad for losing to rain teams. I fear you may be. But we'll see. Maybe we get just smoked by rain immediately. But let's just play this as is. We're gonna probably get a game or two just as is, and then we'll see. HF. Okay. Already I'm wishing we had Wild Charge on this thing because there's a Moltres here. But let's see how much damage Emboar is doing to a Moltres with like, okay, not enough. Well, that's a max defense though. If we face Spadef, we're two-shotting, which is wild. We one-shot Ogerpon like easily, which is cool. But yeah, this is interesting. I think I like. Oh, we have no rocker, bro. What? That is whack. Oh, and no removal. Let's add that to the weaknesses. Or let's say problems. No stealth rock. You must have stealth rock. No removal. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. What do we want to start with? I think we just want to start with the Boomer. And I'm going to glide right away because I think they're just going to click U-turn. Everybody loves clicking U-turn these days. If they go hard molt, they go hard molt. But this is enough of a threat. We have to glide it right off the bat. Okay, good. We do get the glide off. We do over half, and it's a U-turn. Okay, so that went pretty much exactly how I expected it to. I'm happy with that. I think we go right into Emboar here. Okay, unfortunately, we do get U-turned on immediately. So I'm seeing the Wellspring issue in real time. I don't think, yeah, Sucker is not going to do it. It has a good chance to if it wouldn't get grassy terrain healing, but of course, you know, it does. So, and your Terra Ground for some frickin' reason, which just does not seem helpful at all, but okay. Okay, we get U-turned again, which is really weird. Okay, I'm gonna go. Well, we have one more turn. I'm gonna go Emboar. Okay, we get knocked. Not ideal. Let's just blitz and deal some damage to this Moltres. I think the game plan here is winning with Primarina. Prim looks super strong. Someone else noticed Zapdos. Yeah, I agree. Zapdos is a huge threat. Okay, that did decent damage. I'm gonna go Molt here. I don't think you ever want to fight me as this Dragonite, so we can U-turn here. Garg. Okay, this is the entry. I don't think you have Encore and U-turn on this, so we can go into here. We can D-kiss. If you click Encore, dude, I swear. Good. There we go. That's good. Okay, so we can now go into gold, and you are one step closer to being killed. That's great. You have synthesis. Okay. Maybe it doesn't actually have a move to break Prim's sub. Because this is a defensive Prim. Like, that Ivy Cudgel was a roll. What do we do here? Let's go Molt and try to burn it on the U-turn. Because you absolutely click U-turn. Okay, we don't get it, but like I stand by the play. Okay, let's U-turn here. We can go Lou and just start spiking. I think that looks fine here. Let's get into gold. Okay, we immediately get critical hit. Obviously, that's bad news. I'm going to Terra Water and Thunder Wave, which is pretty desperate, but we're, desperate. Okay, and we miss. All right. It happens. Okay. Here, I guess we just sack it. All right, let's go Rilla and Glide. Molt's going to come in. We don't have rocks, so knocking this does nothing. That's a really bad idea building-wise there. I don't even know what we do here, guys. I guess we can go Molt. Ogerpon has a chance. Actually, probably doesn't kill us, so we can maybe bait that out. It's not looking good, though. If Guard comes in, we can at least get up more spikes with Lou, which could help us potentially win this with Prim. Yeah, that was a real Ogerpon moment. This Pokemon's just like terrible to play against because it just gets the crits all the time, and then you're like, well, goodbye defensive counter. Let's see what the freaking Wellspring are doing these days. It's looking like high ladder. Yeah, synthesis is not too common, but you never do know. Okay, we get knocked. We burn it. I'm going to flamethrower here. I'm going to roost. Okay, guard comes in right away. We're going to U-turn and just get up spikes again. All we can really do at this point is hope for an entrance. Hope for an entrance for our Prim. That's it. We're going to Ruination here. We have to. Otherwise, we just lose on the spot, and we're going to Ruination again. And then we can go into Rillaboom, and then we are going to double into Prim as the Molt enters. And we're going to sub. We get roared. Okay. We're going to knock here. Yeah, I knew there was a chance it had roar, but we're not at the stage of the game where we can like try to outplay. We have to just pray they're the sets that don't destroy us. And unfortunately, it seems like they are. Go Molt here. Okay, we get roared out. Kind of annoying. Let's go and fish for the burn. Double roar is pretty irritating. They don't get burned. Cool. Let's D-kiss here. Yeah, what are we? We're at 1851, so pretty good testing elo. Okay, Terrifier. Yep. This was unwinnable. Whoops, let me say GG. Yeah, our team totally failed us here. Oh, I said GG twice. Yeah, our team totally failed us here. At every corner, it screwed us over. So we are absolutely making some changes. One, we need wild charge. I'm not liking the band on this. I think I'm going to make the change. We're going to go AV. We're going to go choice band. And we're going to remove this for wild charge. I also don't understand Terra Ground at all. Like, you really want something that can help you get past a Wellspring, I think, here. I'm considering Electric. That would help against Zapdos. Let's see how much we're doing to Olo. This thing gets knockoff? It gets knockoff. That's kind of something. I do like Sucker Dual Stab Wild Charge, though. So we might add knockoff later, but I think for now this is fine. I have not seen Hayden, but when you say he makes bad Pokemon work, do you mean he gets replays where the Pokemon popped off in the 1500s? Or do you mean he's like actually winning tournaments and doing well in high ladder with unique Pokemon? Because there's a very big difference. Okay. Yeah, Terra Electric would get you that. So that's pretty good. Although not a lot of Olo actually run this max HP thing. That's good damage. Primarina. That's good. Yeah, I think we do go Electric Wild Charge. And I'm also going to change the EVs a little bit. I think we want to outpace Gambit. Let's go with that. I might change to Spit F investment, but I think HP is fine on this for now. Yeah, Head Smash, I don't think is the move. It's only a 1.2 times boost, and rock coverage isn't like it's. I don't think I'd put it over Wild Charge is the thing. And this we're going to go SR. Bognor, thank you for the £5. Who is the most threatening sub abuser in your opinion? Are there any Pokemon that are underrated with sub? Will you build Ursaluna again? Yes, I will build Ursaluna again. Most threatening sub abuser? I don't know. I'd probably have to think. Primarina's really good with it. Zama's really good with it. As for most underrated, probably Enamorus. With Substitute, it's pretty monstrous, but it's not really that underrated. People know that that's a pretty scary set. So I wouldn't say any sub users are super underrated. People generally know which Pokemon use it well. The stuff in actual SVOU in-game? Oh, I don't know if I can take an in-game that seriously. In-game is, I mean, are they like, is it like a ranked? I don't know enough about in-game to tell you if it's competitive or not. But I don't know. If it's a collection of replays cheesing people with bad mons, that's not that like impressive. Like, no hate to him. I mean, that sounds cool and all, and like that's fun content. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's not from what I'm hearing, that doesn't sound particularly impressive. But if it's, it might be. I don't know enough about the in-game scene. Banded. I think we need boots on everything. If we want to make that, I think Balloon Gold is fine. Lefty's Lou is fine. I think you gotta go HDB Prim. Otherwise, you're just going to get smoked. Noise, Surf, Moonblast, Flip Turn seems good. Does this help at all with Kyurem? I mean, I guess the AV Emboar helps a little bit. Psychic Noise kind of helps. Flip Turn, Terra Steel. Terra Fairy Gambit, no strong opinions on it. It's probably fine. I think this team needs... I guess we want to finish this game faster, so we'll go with modest. And we'll go with an offensive pivoting set on this guy. Ooh, that's so much speed. We got an Emboar. We got so much for Gambit. Let's just do like a modest max. This seems fine. Okay, so it seems like Hayden is playing against, from what I'm getting from chat, totally random people on in-game. So, yeah. Nothing wrong with the guy. Don't know and don't really haven't seen the videos. So certainly no hate, but no, that from what I'm hearing, this sounds kind of more like Temp 6T stuff than anything competitive or serious. Cerulege, I don't think is that big of an issue. Rilla helps a lot with that. It's definitely scary, but I don't think it's that big of a problem. And Lou is not really a Cerulege answer at all. Might go Roar on Molt. Okay, so we got a little bit more on the boots side. We still might be cooked against Hazard Stack, but I think this will be better. We'll see. Okay. This thing seems to me like it's going to be the Banded Rillaboom show. So... I don't know if Temp 6T fakes the reactions or not, but I don't think it really matters. It's not like he's claiming any records. Like if they're faked, I don't think that devalues the content at all. It's for people to watch super gimmicky teams pop off. Does it really matter if it's an actual child getting angry on the other end? It's like, you know, point of the video is just to watch some cheese, have a good time. No one's really taking it seriously, I hope. Prim looks not bad here with the Psychic Noise, especially being able to hit the Peck super effectively. If T-Spikes go up, we lose. Instant loss to Toxic Spikes. Okay. I'm really at a loss for what to do here. Let's lead with Rilla and Woodhammer, and then they'll protect, and then we're going to Terra Grass Woodhammer, and we're going to hope they don't switch out for some reason. Because, yeah, if T-Spikes go up, we just lose the game. Like, we have nothing for that. I think I'm going to immediately make this Tinglu Terra Poison. That leads to other issues. Probably the AV. No, we don't need the Prim to be that. Okay, they did just go into Corviknight, which makes sense, right? I mean, I figured they would, but there was nothing I could. We had to hope they just started sacking stuff off rip, because we're gonna lose to Toxapex. Let's get Lou in. Maybe we can pressure them into thinking they want a defog. That's kind of my other approach here. Hope for them to throw. Yeah, I'm aware there's no background music. Okay, so let's go for rocks here. Yeah, this is pretty much instant loss on preview. We absolutely cannot beat this team in any capacity, but we're going to do our best. Let's go Prim, Burn. Okay, that's fine. Let's just Surf to start. Or we can Psy Noise, because they're probably either going to stay in, and this will do... Okay, we catch the Blissey, sure. We can Flip Turn here. Okay, let's Woodhammer the Wheezing, because I think they're going to go Wheezing and not Corv here. Okay, they just went Corv. All right, let's go. We can go Emboar here, try to catch something with a Wild Charge. Okay, we catch the Pex. That's good. Let's blitz here. Okay, we catch the Gliscor. That's good. Let's stay in and blitz. We will get outsped, but we won't die to... Oh, we do die to EQ. We absolutely die to EQ. Let's go Rillaboom right away. Okay, they protect. Cool. Let me Woodhammer, and then we're going to go into Emboar. Okay, we can blitz this thing. I'm down. Okay, we lose Reckless, so that didn't do a ton, but it was still solid damage. Let's hit it again. Dozo comes in. All right, let's go into the Boomer here, and I think it's finally time we can click knock. Surely the Corv's coming in at this point. Let's hope, at least. Wouldn't mind knocking the Wheezing here either, though, especially since we got Emboar as a switch and it can't. Yeah, that's fine. We can go Emboar here. Let's blitz. Dozo comes in. Fair enough. Lou. Let's EQ the Wheezing. That's right. Let's go Emboar here. Did we outspeed? Yeah, we did outspeed. So I'm going to Wild Charge this time. What a play. A Gliscor, I think, would have died there, wouldn't it? How much did it take? So yeah, Gliscor would have died there. Crazy play. All right, this is probably where we lose because of Toxic Spikes, but no buts, really. This is where we lose. I'm going to EQ just in case they don't go for the T-Spike. Okay, they Toxic. Huge throw. Beautiful. Now let's set up that rock. Our opponent keeps tossing. This is great. Maybe they don't have T-Spike, but like you really should not be running a team without T-Spike. We can go into gold here. We're going to Hex, absolutely. No brainer. Okay, staying in is whack. We're going to Hex again because they're going to protect, and then we're going to switch in Rillaboom. Mega Emboar would have 6-0'd. Yeah. Okay. Let's Woodhammer because I think they're just going to sack Wheezing. Oh, you went Corviknight. Wow, that's kind of a whack play, but all right. Okay, what do we do here? Let's go Emboar. And let's CC. I like CC here because it allows us to actually heal up a bit and hit the Dozo hard. Let's go, we can go Prim this turn. Okay, they're just going to go with that. Well, actually, Psychic Noise looks amazing here, so let's just go for that. Okay, beautiful. We catch the Blissey. Love to see that. Let's go Rilla. And I'll knock off this time, because they just love going into Corviknight every time. Yeah, there we go. And now Prim, for sure, looks great here. Let's go gold. I think they're going to try to defog here. I certainly would. And then I think they're going to U-turn into Blissey afterward, so I'm going to try to paralyze them. But yeah, this is not a good matchup. Like, I have to make every single read correct to have a chance at this game. It's not a good matchup. Okay, see, because they hard switch Blissey, now we're in like a terrible spot. Like, you have to just read and read and read. Here we can U-turn. We're going to go into Molten U-turn here. Okay, Pex comes in. This is good. This is kind of what we want. I'm going to U-turn here as the Corv comes in, hopefully. Good. We're catching stuff. This is good. This is what we want. We go Molt, and this time I'm going to click Flamethrower. Okay, we didn't get it. We're going to go Prim here. If they T-Spike, we lose. Yep, okay. That's it. We've lost. Like I'm gonna keep trying, but I think that's probably curtains. Okay, they set up 2 layers. That actually is good for us. Let's sack Emboar. Now let's go into Rilla and click. Yeah, no, we're gonna forfeit this for time. GG. Our opponent did a good job of throwing that one. Unbelievable they didn't set T-spikes earlier. But yeah, because we didn't have any way to absorb that, that was totally unwinnable. We have Terra Poison now. Toxic spikes are GG. Let's add that to the problems before. Yeah, that was pretty shocking that the guy didn't use T-spike. Like, didn't realize how much it was an instant loss it was. But mm, yeah, second layer was a bad play too. I mean, it didn't really matter because like everything's gonna die anyway. But yeah, second layer wasn't the best idea. Okay, love Embor. That's good. I'm starting to hate Embor. This thing's not exactly doing what I'd hoped. Okay, I like Prim here. I like Rilla. We're not getting past the Petrarunt ever, are we? I don't think so. Let's lead Prim because I don't think the opponent leads. Okay, interesting. We could Terra Steel immediately. I don't think that's that good of a play. I think we go hard gold on this. Okay. And here I'm inclined to Thunderwave. Okay, cool. We're going to paralyze that. That's beautiful. Let's make it rain. I don't think you ever stay in here. Yeah, I figured Lando was coming in and we caught it. That's nice. We are defensive, so we do have to switch out here. I think this seems like a great opportunity to get in Rilla. And you might go hard Petron here, but I think you stay in and U-turn. Yep, so we're going to glide and kill it. Okay, in comes Latios. Easiest Ting Lu of my life. Let's get up rocks before we whirlwind this thing, because yeah, I figured it would do that too. We can Ruination here. Okay. Trying to think if there's any way we can take advantage of this. I think we can actually go Rilla here, because this thing's going to be doing not very much with the Draco. We can also threaten. We could just glide and kill it. I'm gonna knock off. Oh wow, okay. I didn't think they'd stay in here, but I'm fine to get that kill. That's fine. Yeah, speed is a huge issue on this team as well. Let's go gold. Okay, let's see what you got, buddy. You got Power Whip? That's gonna do it. Oh my god. Yeah, wasn't even a roll. And that's it. I think that's lights out. Well, hold on. We can go Rillaboom and Terra Grass. I think that's the play here. We have no removal though. Sorry. Oh, they let it die. Cool. Beautiful. All right. What do we want to keep alive here? We want Embor for sure. I think Tinglu's the expendable one. So let's go in and just Earthquake this thing. Okay, it's pretty slow for a Petrarunt. Good to know. We got very lucky with the 3 full paras in a row. That was good. We didn't get Malignant Chain. We're getting pretty lucky here. I don't think it like super matters, but it's nice. It makes things easier for sure. Yeah, we're just gonna keep clicking this. Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, Let's Ruination here so we can keep an EQ around. Okay, cool. All right. That went quicker than I thought it would. Let's Ruination. Okay, we get hit in Confusion. Fair enough. All right, we die. All right. Let's go Emboar and do the close combat thing. Actually, let's Blitz. I think Blitz hits more. Yeah, glad we blitzed. Cool. And now we can go into the Boomer and click Glide, and I think that's going to take us to a pretty confident victory. Sure, we can just glide into... Oh, critical hit? No, never mind. Just an offensive hat. GG. Okay, we got our first win with this squad. The speed is concerning to me. I wonder if we can, like, get a Cinderace in here somewhere. The Molts, it feels like they're... Like, we need something fast. Is Prim necessary, or could we put on an Ival? Is something I'm wondering. I feel like we've got fire resists. We've got ice resists. Prim does feel like the most replaceable factor. It does feel like the most replaceable factor, doesn't it? And let's look at the threat list again. All the things we've discussed. The no removal. Prim. You know what we could do? We could add a Cinderace. Triple fire types, but maybe that's part of the strategy. Like a Zama here doesn't seem like the worst idea. Probably like a Life Orb or Banded type thing. Yeah, defensive Talonflame with Defog is probably not the move here. It's not the worst idea, actually, but I don't think it really fits. Only Hard Stall can afford something with such poor defense to be a defensive Pokemon. Would Glow King slot in well? I don't think so. It doesn't really help us with the issues. It helps us with Ival and Curem, and it does help us with T-Spikes. I mean, it does work well with Emboar. Maybe Glow King is what we need here. It doesn't really help so much with Wellspring, but we can make it Terra Grass. It doesn't really fix our speed problem, is the thing. Like, maybe it's just Scarf Gold. That does help with the fat matchup. That does help with speed. But then that takes away our only actual switch into the Demon Wellspring. Here's what I think we do. We're going to go with a Fizz-Def pivoting Slowking here. And a Scarf Trick Goldengo. Yeah, we'll go with Recover last to help with the fat matchup. And I like Terra Steel on these guys because you can throw off really strong Make It Rain. And sure, HDB. Yeah, water type situation's a bit dire, but I think it's okay. Sledge Bomb. We're going to go Thunder Wave on this, and then just Chili. And we're going Terra Grass Fizz Def. I think this will be a step up. Let's give it a go. Yeah, let's give it a go. Fat Wellspring is pretty busted because you're like, oh, I can do damage, and then you hit it with a powerful attack and it takes 0. And then it's SDs and synthesis. Yeah, it's pretty bad. We really should ban this mon, eh? But apparently, surveys come out and people don't think it's that much of a problem. So, what can I say? What can I say? People with bad opinions ruin all kinds of things. Pokemon is just one of them. Okay. I feel like our webs matchup, in theory, should be kind of okay. I mean, yeah, we could just lead gold and like hit this thing with 2 Shadow Balls. I'd like to get up rocks first because that looks really good though. But maybe that's not feasible here. I really would like to get up rocks though. But I don't want Ting Lu getting statused is another thing. We could lead gold and trick the Rabombi. I don't think that is good though. That actually does nothing for us. Forget that idea. Could lead Rilla and just glide. Could do that. That doesn't look too bad. Opens us up a bit to Saraledge though. I think we have to risk it getting statused. I'm going to just lead and rock. And hope it doesn't stun spore me right off the bat. Okay, good at Moonblast. That's totally fine. I didn't want to get paralyzed, but I can take that. Okay, let's make it rain. Actually, no, let's Shadow Ball. That's better. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to Shadow Ball this thing. Yeah, like I'm so down to let Goldengo die if hazards stay up. Moth come. Can we go into Emboar here? I think we can. I think we just blitz. Unfortunately, rocks are going down. I kind of figured that was a possibility, but at least now if we get up rocks again, they're staying. I don't know if we will get up rocks again, but if we do. Yeah, I'll blitz here. Okay, they're just going to rapid spin. Makes sense. It's about what I figured. I'd like for them to go Saraledge here and then die. Okay. Surf likely kills us here. Can we not? We can just go Glow King, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's not great. I guess we should have stayed in retrospect, but like, how am I supposed to know Keldeo going to sub? They don't do that. They really just generally don't do that anymore. All right, if it's Terra Steel, we lose. So, well, we have Ting Lu with Terra, I guess, so we don't auto lose. But let's Sledge Bomb to start. Let's Sledge Bomb again. Okay, Terra Ghost. That, I think, is fine. How much can Rillaboom do to this thing? Not enough. Let's Whirlwind. It's all we can do. Let's hope it clicks Sacred. Okay, it did. Good. It did click the Secret Sword. And we drag out Moth and hit it with a Future Sight. I don't know if that's lucky or not. It's definitely not bad. It's not terrible. I think we're in a pretty good spot to win this game. Okay, they forfeit. Yeah. That was pretty solid. Okay, since making our changes, we've been winning more. The Fizz Def Slowking did well there. Okay, we're facing this guy who uses the same. Who's been using the same team for so long. I always forget the exact set, but it's never too different. Yeah, Trick Gold is pretty good against their team. They do have Hazard Stack, which is going to be kind of dicey for us, but we'll do what we can. I think we want to just kick it off with Rillaboom. And do we just want to Terra Grass and get this thing out in one blow? Are we going to Terra anything else? I really don't think so. So let's just do this. Oh, it's Scale Shot. Never mind. It's an offensive chomp. We do live, though. Fortunately. I think we would not have lived if they'd gotten 5 hits, so that's good. But okay, we kill Chomp immediately. I thought that was a hazard setting one. I guess I just forgot. So we didn't need to Terra. But that's fine. Oh, we got the creator in chat. We've got Butova. Thank you for joining. Okay, in comes the Dragonite. Let's go gold immediately, and let's trick immediately. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. I guess that wasn't a roll, was it? No, that wasn't a roll. So we just, but D-Knight's now tricked, so that's great. Let's go Rilla here. I think we do die. We actually don't die. That's kind of insane. I think I kind of actually want to Glide because I feel like Glamora comes in here and we can two-shot that with Glide. Earthquake's still pretty much not killing. I'm going to go Molt this time because they evidently want to stay in and U-turn. We can U-turn here. If Glamora comes in, okay, Goldengo, interesting. This is, I think, just an Emboar opportunity. And let's Blitz. Let's Blitz. Yeah, okay, cool. We take out the gold. We do a trade. I think I'm okay with that. Seems fine. Looking like we can probably win with Glow King in the end game. All right, cool. I see no reason not to just click. So let's Future Sight. Okay, beautiful. The Fizz-Def Slowking putting in all the work it needs to. Rilla can come in here and we can U-turn and just get some healing on the Boomer. Okay, that's fine too. We can Chilly Reception again. I'm just going to heal up my Rillaboom, man. I appreciate the donation to the Rillaboom Health Fund. 100% of our donations go to Rillaboom's health. Let's go Molt this time. You are going to get burned eventually, I think. That is how these things are supposed to work. We can kill this with Rillaboom now, can't we? Glide, yeah, that'll do it. I think that's fine. Let's go Lou. This is okay. Well, let's just Earthquake this thing. Mortal Spin, that's fine. I'm totally down for that trade. Okay, hazards go up. We kind of knew that was coming eventually, but we can absorb the T-spikes, so that's good. I'm going to get up my own rocks here. Yeah, foul play. We should win this pretty easily with our Glow King, I should think. Yeah, that's not too bad. We can, yeah, okay, paralysis is a little bit annoying, but eventually we're going to burn or something this guy. Okay, we keep getting full parried. That's pretty annoying. I'm gonna U-turn here. Okay, it gets burned, so that's the status we get. Okay, let's U-turn again because we don't want to let the molt come in for free, and we don't get paralyzed this time. That's good. Let's EQ this thing. Go Glow King. We can try to save it. Okay, that's good. We can Sludge Bomb here. Morning Sun. And we get this Slow King gets paralyzed actually every single time. It's insane. Okay, we got a beautiful poison there. I'm going to stay in and click it again. And all right, we go down. I'm pretty sure we do win eventually. Actually, how much is Boomer doing to an Umbreon? Okay, they forfeit. GG. I think I'm pretty close to calling this team fixed because we can't change like everything. We can't change everything. It's got to be like resemble the original team, and I feel like this is working pretty well, so we might just be done. What are some things I have to say about the original team? Honestly, almost nothing good to say about the original team. That original team was like, jeez, man, it was bad. Is there anything good I have to say about the OG6? Emboar is cool. Deals with Pult and Gambit. I didn't know it got Sucker Punch. I think that's pretty much all I have to say on the good side there. Pablo 12, I'm not accepting team submissions right now, so you can't send me your team right now. But every few months or so, maybe every couple months, I'll put out a questionnaire and I'll say, hey guys, I'm accepting team submissions. I'll have a link to a Google form and you can put your PokePaste in. So that's what all these people did, which is why I'm looking over their teams now. But they submitted this a while ago because I've been slow getting to it, honestly. Also, we can probably go Ghost on Lou now that Slow King is on the team. I think is probably good. Steel really a good idea in Goldengo? I feel like we could use a Terra Fairy on this team, so I'm just gonna throw that on. Is Mega Emboar happening? I don't think that's happening. I was going through school stuff, so the team was pretty rough. Butova, no problem. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to roast you and fix the team. Everybody makes bad teams. I've made teams far worse than this, some recently. Let's see. But yeah, this I think we're pretty close to the end. I'm going to run a couple more games, but I think we're pretty close. Do you guys see any threats to this team? Vanitas, yeah, feel free to send that to me. Okay, this looks like a game where I could conceivably see Emboar doing well. This team was kind of everywhere for a little while. I remember it. It's Hazard Stack, which is pretty rough, so we kind of have to make some magic happen quickly, or we're cooked. I think I like tricking with Goldengo immediately. No, never mind. So this is an offensive tar. I'm going to go immediately into Molt. I figured the knock would happen. And I'm going to use... Oh, it's fast. It's super fast. That's like Jolly T-Tar. Jolly Max. That's insane. Like, absolutely nobody runs that. But okay, we found the one. Let's CC Chomper. Yeah, this is not a good matchup. Let's go Rilla here. And I'm going to just Woodhammer this thing immediately. I feel like Garchomp always like to stand and be greedy. Okay, beautiful. We've killed one of the primary hazard setters. We actually have a chance to play the long game here. Our opponent hugely messed that one up. Huge F up on our opponent's part, and you love to see it. Slowking here can come in pretty well. This thing, it probably, maybe not anticipating we're Fizz Def. It does have knockoff, but it's not banded based on that damage. Yeah, so we can Sludge Bomb and do a ton here. Okay, it's going to switch out. Totally fair. We get a Sludge Bomb. We do not get it, but that's okay. We have to go Lou. I'm going to Ruination. Actually, yeah, okay. Um, let's go Emboar, because I think the knockoff's... Okay, Glide, fine. Let me Blitz this time. A Woodhammer will kill us, is the problem, but they'll take a lot of health from that as well. Okay, they are just going to Grass and Woodhammer. Fine. Fair enough. We're getting the point where we can maybe do some funny business with our gold. I'm going to go into it here and go for the, I think, Shadow Ball. I don't think you ever go T-Tar. Okay, beautiful. We pop the balloon. Going to go for it again. Tar comes in. Makes sense. I'm going to go Slow King this time because I think we're going to see... Oh, what? You didn't click Low Kick there? Like, why? Okay, let's EQ now. But I'm pretty shocked by that play. Let's Whirlwind. I don't think you ever click... Oh, you click Glide. That's kind of insane. Okay. I don't really understand the way my opponent's playing this game. I know they're not trash, but they're playing this in a super weird manner. I'm going to go Gold here, and let's Shadow Ball. Okay, we get the kill. But yeah, they've played this just super weird. Like, they've made just so many plays I'm just like really confused by, but people are going to do what they're going to do. We can knock off Zapdos here, maybe, hopefully. Okay, we knock it, we don't get staticked. That went as well as it could have. Let's go Gold here. Okay, beautiful. This is actually, we have, hold on. Like, I think there's actually a world where we can pull this off here. I think we can U-turn here, but that probably won't kill. Only 12%. We could Glide. Actually, I think I like that. I think I like the Glide here. Okay, they're going into their Rilla. All right. Zama comes in. Yeah, we go Slow King here. Oh, it's LO? Or, oh, that just killed. All right, well, we can go and Glide, hope for a critical hit, something like that. Let's see. No, we don't get it. All right, that was pretty close. That was pretty close. They played super whack. I think the team was fine there. That was just a super, like, they just be like, yeah, let me like keep, no, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you what they were thinking there. Just wacky from beginning to end with the decisions they were making. Let's lead with Lou. Rocks look really good. I'm clicking Rocks anyway. They look really good, and Tinglu's not that defensively important this game. We don't get critical hit. Always love to see that. I'm going to go into Slow King here because I think U-turn is very possible. Yep. I mean, Moltres, right? Okay, like, fair enough. Let's just go Gold here. I don't want to get Mortal Spun. I'll make it rain. Okay, Gambit's going to switch in. Fair enough. We can just go Molt again, though. Scarf Gold actually looking pretty nice here. I'm okay to Wisp you, because I live. Okay, we can Roost now. All right, that's kind of annoying, but all right. And these things always have, like, the wackiest, most irritating sets. Like, what is this? I mean, I guess it makes sense. All right, let's go Slow King here. We get you turned on. All right, sure. Gambit. All right, we can Chili here. Okay, wow, they just went for it. I mean, it's fine because we survive and all, but all right, I think we just CC here. Looks fine. We're gonna get the Glamora, and unfortunately, out comes the Lou. That's not good. We can go into Gold here, and this time I'll just, oh yeah, I'll make it rain again. Yeah, the Lou getting dragged out was unfortunate, but I guess it doesn't really matter. We didn't super need Lou for this game. Is this Soul Wind? Maybe. I don't know. Tusk coming in. Booster speed. All right. Moltres, I'd say, right? Okay. They're going to... I don't actually think you kill with an Ice Spinner here. Oh, it's Stone Edge. Okay, that figures. I think that's game. I don't think we can beat this Tusk. Actually, no, we can. We can. Because we got Terra Grass. So I'm going to Future Sight here. Good on you for clicking that move, but now we can sack Lou. I'm going to go Slow King. No reason to die to a Rapid Spin here. Actually, hold on. Does Rapid Spin kill? It does not kill, so I'm going to click Stealth Rock here. I'm assuming this thing has Rapid Spin. It might not, though. Some of these things just don't carry Rapid Spin for some reason. They just don't. I'll Stealth Rock. Okay, wow. All right. They're switching. They don't want that. They don't want to deal with all that. They're definitely just going to click knockoff here. Am I okay with Glow King getting its item removed? I think, okay, they're going to U-turn. Interesting. It seems like a loose sack if I've ever seen one. There's the DD. Let's go into Emboar. How much is Scale Shot doing? Scale Shot is probably killing. Let's Sucker for damage. And yeah, there is the Scale Shot, but that Sucker is, I think, never mind. We have to critical. I mean, this was the play either way, though. Okay, close enough. GG. Or pretty close. Yeah, what happened this game? I think the Tusk, the Stone Edge threw me for a loop, because that's not a thing. Tinglu getting dragged out was kind of rough. Yeah, his team's still pretty weak to cure him. I don't know. This was weird. This was a weird one. I don't think this was that much of an indicator of the team being bad, though. That just felt like a kind of unfortunate MU. You know, like loading up with Moltres into a bulk up Stone Edge Tusk. Like, what are you gonna do about that? How was one supposed to prepare to that? Emboar actually looked pretty good this game too. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Okay. HF. It's in settings, the open calc dex button. Yeah, Opt also got a lot of the reads, right? I was kind of playing like a bot, which is fine. Like when I test teams, I often kind of play like a bot because I'm, you know, like I don't necessarily feel the need to make crazy reads every turn because my main goal here is just seeing how the team can work. Okay. Rilla looks nice here. Emboar looks pretty good. Well, not really because it's a D-Knight. Rocks look very nice. Opponent probably just going to lead with Wellspring. I think I like a Slow King lead here. Okay, that's not good. Let's go Moltres. Well, they're going to knock off, right? So yeah, let's go Moltres. But is that like... I'm going to go Lou. I think we kind of need Moltres to have its boots in this matchup. What's this medal for? Random battle. Okay, they're taking forever. I'm going to start another one. Thank you, Waloob, for the $5 donation, saying, all right, you win, Pinka. Embor's got the Mola stat spread where 60 EVs in each defense is better than just 120 HP EVs. Really? It's better in both dimensions. I'm going to trust you on that. Well, no, but then you lose. Is it like slightly better? Because we got several recoil moves. I feel like we still want to go HP because of the recoil moves, and I think it's only going to be a little bit better in the bulk department. Ladder's dead, and our opponent is taking every decade to make a decision here. Zahupa, you lead on a slow king. You click knockoff. It's really not difficult. I promise you. HF. Okay, let's see. This one, hazards look really good. Kind of want to lead with Lou. Probably it's going to be one of these starting off, so I'm going to lead with Rilla, though. Okay, opponent just rotting away there. And we got another thinker. That's good. That's good. Just want to play some Pokemon. Okay, there we go. This guy's showing some signs of life. All right. It's U-turn. Let's go into Molt. Probably get knocked. We get knocked. We don't get a burn. Okay, is what it is. Let's U-turn here. Okay, activity loss. Cool. Let me say, let me do Petulant is another big threat to the original team that we're better against now. Go into this and let's click knockoff. Okay, big knockoff. Ooh, beautiful. That's probably fast though, so I'm gonna go gold here because I think. Okay, let's trick the Lou. Okay, nice. And let's go into our own Lou. I think it's rocks time. Emboar on Blender Stream with Life Orb and Terra Grass Grass Knot and it absolutely destroyed Stall. I get the sense that Emboar would just straight up lose the second it sees a Toxapex. So I'm not super keen on running that. Yeah. Okay, let's future sight here. We're going to have to play with full hazards this game, which is really bad, but we're just going to kind of have to hope we can wrap things up before it gets out of hand. Let's go Molt here. Vanitas, I'm not finishing right now. Fixing these teams takes a long time. It's not going to happen in one stream. Okay, no burn again. Sick. We love to see that. So you turn out here. I think you're going to get up rocks here. I think you're greedy. So let's bring in the boomer. Yep. That's what I thought. Let's Woodhammer here. Yeah, we're just going to have to play with full rocks. This is tough, but we got to do what we got to do. It's so fast that I think it outspeeds is the thing. Yeah, because critical hit would not... Yeah, it's got to be fast with that damage. So, okay, we have to win with future sight stuff. I really wish we just burned the frickin' Scizor earlier, but it is what it is. I think we go hard Emboar as the Scizor comes in here. Maybe we can go Boots Emboar. It could be something. Okay, I don't think our opponent has any answer to this, so I don't really know what they're... I guess they could go Lou here. I don't think Lou outspeeds, though. But it does live and kill us, so it's not great. Yeah. Tinglu kind of just shuts us down. At the same time, I think taking this out is a worthy mission, a worthy cause. It didn't even... I think that was a... Is that a dead minimum roll from our Emboar? Pretty much. Pretty darn close. Okay, good stuff, Emboar. You always know how to do it. All right. What do we do here? We actually have nothing. This is so funny. Yeah, hazard stack is rough. I think we go boots on Emboar. Like we just need more boots on this team because it's so dire. We're just getting hard walled by so much of their team. Let's just go into Lou, I guess, and we can EQ and eat a couple of their EQs and die. Yeah, like this totally different game if we could just get Flame Body, but we did not get Flame Body. Has it been two or three? It's been too many. Too freaking many. We're going to try again. We didn't get... All right, well, that makes sense. Okay. What do we do here? Let's U-turn, I guess, into Glow King. In Future Sight. Okay, and here's the Immortal Scizor. Jeez, man. What do you do about this? We can go Gold and Shadow Ball, I guess. We can probably Terra Fairy here. But it's gonna be a fast patch run. We gotta hope it's like fast, but not that fast for some reason. And then it U-turned here, I think. Did it knock? Can you please die? It didn't die. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was irritating. Now we're boots. Let's see if that helps. Actually, let's lead Slowking. Looks pretty good here. It's T-Wave. Okay, U-turn, fine. Gliscor, fine. Let's Future Sight. This team has no good knock absorbers. HF. No good knock absorbers and loses to H-stack. That's a bad combo. Let's go Rilla. Okay, we get poisoned. That's pretty terrible. And we have nothing for Gliscor either, really. And Gliscor. Let's see, in this game, we almost just win this game with Rillaboom. So I'm inclined to start off with Gold here because it just matches up really well. We can just hit it with a Make It Rain. You're probably going to switch though, right? But Make It Rain hits everything so hard. Okay, they're just going to let Ninetales go immediately. Yeah, we are totally farmed by Gliscor. GG. Yeah. Saralite is going to come out. I think it's Emboar time. Let's start off with a Wild Charge. Surely we don't die, right? We die immediately. Okay. We can go Molt and U-turn here to get the weak armor going. Oh, never mind. We just die. Let's go Gold, Terra Fairy, and Shadow Ball. Yeah, I thought Molt lived that for sure, but it did not. We have to sack something here, I think. I think our most sackable Pokemon's Glow King. I don't think we can replace Tinglu on this team. We lose our Ghost Resist, we lose our Special Wall. That'd be a pretty big loss. We could try Spadaf Glowking and AV Emboar. Maybe that's... No, I don't think that'd be... I think that'd be worse still. Do we kill this thing? We have a chance to. That's what we're going for. We didn't get it. Minimum roll, in fact. Not that that really mattered, but... Okay. Yeah, this team is just not good at all. It is not good at all. Yeah, and the Emboar is terrible, I gotta say. The Emboar is not impressing me one bit. The Moltres has been kind of trash as well. I think maybe this could go. What if we did Corviknight? I think this would be better. Won't help us against Gold Age stack, but it improves our matchup spread a lot. No, Emboar is not good. I'm pretty confident this Pokemon's just garbage. Now that I've been using it, I'm pretty sure it's just irredeemable trash, but we're still going to try to make it work, because that's what this is all about. Butova, what do you mean by had success with it? Because, like, winning 3 out of 4 games on a 30-minute video does not imply anything about Emboar being good. I think people are way too easily taken in by, like, oh, this Pokemon did well in this very small sample size or reached, like, rank 80 on ladder. It's viable. It's like, no, it can be bad. A good player can take a really irredeemably bad Pokemon very far. Okay, let's start with Future Sight here, because Future Sight plus Emboar looks really... Okay, Curse, all right. I think we're still slower, so let's Chili. Yeah, Woodhammer will do it here. So let's just go for Woodhammer and see what they want to do. Okay, let's see if hopefully we don't get hit with an Avalanche. Okay, it's just going to be recover. And now we threaten the kill, so probably they're going to switch out. I think I'd like to just trick with gold as quickly as possible in this team. Get a Lou, that works. Let's bring in Emboar. Emboar looks pretty good here. And I'm inclined to just click Blitz. Heck yeah. Let's do it again. New Megas. My opinions on the new Megas are... I don't really have any strong opinions. I mean, I'm mixed feelings about Victory Bell. It's kind of goofy and derpy, which I kind of like, but would have been nice if Victory Bell got something that looked cool. Hydrapple comes in. Oh my god, that's a fat freaking Hydrapple. That's like, yeah, that's it. We got a defensive one in the house. Let's go. Well, we can go Corviknight on this then. We can just defog. If you're gonna run a defensive Hydrapple, I'm gonna do the thing. Okay, let's go Rilla on this. Let's just U-turn. And now we can go right back into the Emboar. We can Blitz, hopefully. Nope, not enough to two-shot. It's annoying. We go Slowking, though. Oh, okay. Let's Ice Beam. Earth Power won't kill us from a defensive one. And they probably don't expect the Ice Beam. Although Sludge Bomb has a good chance to kill, too. So they're probably going to want to get out of here. But I still think we Ice Beam. Hits the Tingaloo Heart if that wants to come in too. Which one's my favorite? Victory Bell. The Dragonite one was kind of disappointing. Victory Bell one was still pretty disappointing, but I like it better. Okay, we get a Future Sight up. That works for me. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb. Okay, that's fine. Let's just Sludge Bomb again. Probably Lou comes in. We can Sludge Bomb it. Slowking? Alright, let's Future Sight. Yeah, the Moltres was just not putting in the work. I feel like the Corviknight's going to be a step up. Alright, let's just go Rillaboom on this. I don't want to knock off because it might go well for our opponent, is the concern. Like, it seems like they've got a Defog Corv and a Cinderace and a team that has no problem dealing with hazards and has a ton of boots. It's a really weird combo. It's really just odd. But okay, we got terrain up, so let's do this Future Sight thing again. I just want to position Future Sight plus Emboar is really what I'm going for. Guard comes in. Yeah, this is the opportunity. This is what I was talking about. We can CC here. Actually, I'm gonna. But that Slowking's coming in. I know that's let's Blitz. That's Slowking. Okay, all right, that is weird. That's really weird because that doesn't really help you. But okay, we can go Slowking on this. I'm tired of playing this game without rocks. Let's rock up. Actually, Corviknight can come in here, right? Roost. Oh. I think, is this an intentionally slow Hydrapple or is that just their speed? I should probably make this thing slower because now we're in a bit of a pickle. Let's U-turn into, I guess, gold. I'm going to make it rain. Oh, let's just knock off here. If they get in the loo, they get in the loo. Good on you. Okay, we got the Corv knocked. That's good. Let's just damage this thing a little bit. Okay, we're going to U-turn here because pressuring this Corv is sort of our last hope at this point. We can't win this, can we? Not without Defog. GG. I don't want to play that one out. There's not much to be gained by attempting this. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the root of the problem here is Emboar. Maybe Banded would have helped us a little bit there. Although part of the problem that game was just impatience. Like if I'd played more patiently with Emboar, I think we could have won. I just did not feel like playing a super long game, which, got me punished. But I could have scouted a lot more and played a lot more carefully. Okay, we're facing some Oreo cheese. Seems like probably a pretty good game for Rillaboom. I think we lead Rillaboom here. Okay, wow, Cinderace. Let's go Emboar. It's kind of a crazy lead. Let's go Slowking on this. SD right off the bat. Okay. Okay. Might have knockoff, so let's go into Corv here. Okay, Earthquake. Probably not knockoff then, which is good. Good to know. Let's check that U-turn damage. Indicates not defensively. And actually, no, that does indicate defensive investment. Because it rounds up. So probably defensive Corv. Let's Ice Beam it. Yep, they facade, they don't kill. We Ice Beam, we kill. Beautiful. Good stuff, Cloaking. That's what you're here to do. Blaziken is a better Emboar. Not exactly. Not exactly. There are some advantages to Emboar. Let's go immediate gold, and let's trick this thing immediately. Because D-Knight's a D-Knight. Okay, we get Fire Punched. That's fine. How much, Emboar? You're probably taking like 50 from this, right? Bruh. You're taking way too much from this Fire Punch. I think we can Wild Charge, though. I don't think we're going to take too much recoil from that. Now we can CC, and now we can Sucker Punch. Killing a Pokemon choice locked into a fire attack almost took Emboar down, but it just managed to do it. Let's Sucker. Okay, that's damage is damage, you know? Let's go into this, and we can just Sludge Bomb here. Okay, Tinglu time. Hopefully it's not Blaze. It's not Blaze. It's definitely not Blaze. We can EQ here. Miss. Unfortunate. My bad. Oh, yeah, we saw it was Libero earlier. It's Ruination. Okay, that's fine. Not that bad. Missing there probably isn't going to matter long run. It's Ruination again. Main threat's Hatterene, but we can probably get past it. I'm going to get up rocks here. Let's Whirlwind now. Grimmsnarl, in you come. Let's EQ, and then we can Ruination next turn before any shenanigans can be reset. Let's Ruination. And I think Terra Ghost and then EQ spam is probably our best path to victory here. Okay, beautiful. Quick dub there. Let's not let this thing get potentially Thunder Waved. We can U-turn here. Okay, we're going to get taunted. Sure. You do you. Let's go back into Corviknight. Really don't want to get Thunder Waved. Let's U-turn again. Slowking, back into Corv. Okay, I'm actually liking that this thing is staying alive. Oh, this is just a Rillaboom cleanup. Oh, never mind. Hold up. I thought that killed easily. Oh, because the electric type. Right, I'm being dumb. It resists. Let's go Slowking and try to Sludge Bomb it a little bit. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, good play. Okay, we're just going to fish for a poison, and then we're going to click Ruination, and then we're going to glide. We're going to get a poison. Slowking, we're going to get a poison. We're going to get a poison. Are you Covert Cloak? I think it's got to be Cloak at this point, right? Okay, we might be in trouble. Yeah, this is Cloak. Okay, Rillaboom is likely to kill here. Cool, GG. All right. We almost got rolled by an Oricorio, but we didn't, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. Okay. I'm going to lead Rillaboom again. Let's do it again. Okay, fair. Let's go, Lou. Let's get up those rocks. Them rocks, as they say. Let's EQ this thing. Okay, I'm going to go gold here on the Hopeful Mortal spin. Cool. And let's make it rain. Okay, that worked pretty well. We can go Slowking here. I'm going to go... Lou. Let's Ruination this thing. Yeah, I figured it would Earth Power there. That's fine. Okay, we got the kill. That's what really matters. Glamora down. That's great. Let's go Lou. And we can just... We're pretty home free to click EQ. Okay, they sacked Moth. Not sure why you do that, but I'm down. Ruination, I guess. Let me go gold this time. Okay, I don't think they... Well, let's trick here, either way, because if Umbreon comes in... Okay, we trick that, that's fine too. I'm down. Let's go in and just Chili here. I feel like you go into... Oh, Umbreon, okay. It's not what I expected, but that's fine. Did we hit this already, right? I want to find out what set this is. Umbreon lost. We made it rain on Umbreon, right? Did 35. So this is Spadef. So Emboar should do a ton. Whoops. Let's CC again. Actually, no, let's Blitz as the gold comes in. Okay, we blitzed as the D-Knight comes in. That's fine. This, I think we can just go Corviknight on this. It's kind of what Corviknight's here to do. Let's Body Press. Okay, it's not ideal, but how much are we doing with Rillaboom? Good chunk. Good chunk. We can go Slowking and Terra Grass and Sledge Bomb. Let's go Rilla. Let's go Rilla Sack Lou to get the Scale Shot thing. Okay, now we can go Rilla. Do we need to Terra Grass? Yes, we do. Let's Terra Grass and Glide. And then we're going to count on Emboar to deal with the gold. Okay, we're going to go hard Emboar here. Let's sucker. Okay, we don't quite get the kill, but I'm actually going to blitz here. So the spit F. So we actually can win the game with glide here, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to chili this time. We want to get out of here. How much is U-turn doing? We would hammer now. In grassy terrain. 37% chance to kill. So here's what we do here. We go Glow King. Then we go Rillaboom on the EQ. Then we glide. Then we live here in Sludge Bomb. Unless we get 5-hit high rolled by Scale Shot. FizzDef, GG. All right, there we go. I was gaming out of my mind there. I truly was. Okay, I think I'm going to declare this fixed. It has tools to take on a lot of teams now. It's a lot more usable than it was before. I think that's pretty good. If I come up with anything else, I will probably add it in, but I think that's solid. Let's look at another. Let's do this one now. Dan Shenanigan. Let's do that. Okay, I really think I'm going to make this Terrablast Ice. But we're as always, we're going to try it to start, but I really think we're going to make this Terrablast Ice. Hello, Langloy. HF. Okay. So, Quackaval. Okay, every Quackaval absolutely should be Terra Electric for Rabombi leads. Not even a hot take, just a correct take. No Aqua Step is insane behavior. Absolutely unhinged. Okay, we hit 301. That is a really nice speed tier to hit against a team like this. I hate this Quackaval set so much. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. Let's just lead with Shocks and click Flash Cannon. And then I think we go into Rillaboom. And we can glide here. And I think that puts us in a spot where we're pretty happy to be. What's your opinion on Mega Dragonite and Victory Bell? Not a huge fan of the D-Knight. The Victory Bell is fine. Let's just knock here. Looks pretty good. Oh, beautiful. We can kill this with a glide now, can't we? Yeah, we can. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, Avirilla. I see you. I see what you're doing. I'm liking it. I approve. Surely you Terra here, right? Like, surely you don't just get rolled. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. We can U-turn here. Actually, there's a chance it goes for head smash. I'm going to go into Rilla. Okay, and we can glide. Yeah, it did have head smash. Glad I did that switch, because now we keep Molt around for these guys. They're going to be so pissed. Oh, no, hold up. No, we still hit Balloon. What am I saying? It's not, doesn't, low kick isn't like a grounded move, although it kind of makes sense that low kick would be invalidated by Balloon. They're going to be pissed. I think we're going to see a forfeit this turn. I think we're about to see the forfeit. Wow, this person's got a will of iron to not forfeit after that. I'd be so gone. Like, I'm just being real. I'd be out that door. Okay, but they're sticking it out. Good for them. We might lose to Manaphy in the end, so I guess that kind of makes sense. We can go for another glide here. This Rillaboom has just killed. Has it gotten? I think it's about to get every single kill this game. This is so funny. We absolutely knock here. Let's sack Molt. We can roar here. Quackaval, rapid spin. You died, Quackaval. You're terrible for that one. All right, is it Timid Max? Actually, does Allo die to +6? It doesn't. We go Allo and click Mirror Coat. We do it again. You don't kill me. That'll do it. Actually, no, it didn't do it. I'm crazy with it. How much is Aqua Jet doing here? Not enough to block a sub, unfortunately. But flip turn plus Aqua Jet is enough to break a sub, which is awesome. So I think we just sack the Garchomp here, and then we go and click Aqua Jet with the Allo. Look at that. How pissed is our opponent about our sets? If I were them, I'd be raging after that one. Okay, that's a win, but like, okay. I know I say I don't like typically change immediately, but there are some things about this team that are just so whack. Like, we've got to fix it. I'll let the weird Allo set roll for now, but we are putting Aqua Step on this thing. We're putting Terra Electric. And I don't think no, I think you put knockoff on this. Triple Axle, like, what are you hitting? Well, I guess okay, we'll let Triple Axle, but I'm making it Terra Electric and I'm putting on Aqua Step. Let's get another one. That was a hilarious game. Okay, here we go. Let's just lead Chomper. I think we really want. No Terra Ghost is insane. We're going to change that too. Is this for Raging Bolt? Okay, it's Raging Bolt and then some for some reason. Not good enough against Wellspring to be running an Allo like this, in my opinion. Let's get up those rocks. Okay, we're just gonna get okay, critical hit immediately. You love to see that. You love to see that. I hate this Pokemon so much. We saw that this thing doesn't have Power Whip, right? It's one of those like really stupid ones. So let's go Rilla here. Oh, it's just click knock anyway. Okay, let's glide as it U-turns. Forgot the rating. Let's go Molt. Let's U-turn here. Okay, just clicks knockoff. Never poison. I mean, never burned. Why would you get burned, right? That's for nerds. Let's Aqua Step here. I don't think you ever go Ogerpon. Cool. Let's CC. Okay, we die? We die? Guess I should have known from that rapid spin damage, but geez. Okay. I mean, that's not good. Yeah, wow. All right. Um, let's go into this and EP. Actually, let's make a real. Oh, no, they just. Okay. They were just like, you know what? Surely anyone reasonable will go into Scarf Shocks here, but let's just roll with it anyway. Okay. I don't like the Stone Edge, and I don't think your team needs it. I think you're fine against Moltres, which is the only reason you'd really put that on. I don't see Moltres as being the hugest issue, especially if you have, knock on the Rilla. I do think you can go Terrafire on this. That would probably help a little bit. Peturunt. Okay, let's just get. Okay, so team two, Quack plus Shocks. Rating before, rating after, strengths, problems. Peturunt, Wellspring. Rating before, what do we give the Emboar team? Like a 3? Sounds about right. Rating after, I'll probably give it like a 5.5. Shocks team. I think this is an eject acrobatics situation. I don't really care for this super wacky Spadef set. I mean, maybe like Assault Vest could be fine here if you want to run this. This is not too bad. We can try AV. At least then you can body slam it, but the nothing to deal with Peturunt is pretty darn bad. That needs immediate fixing. What did they say? What was wrong with the team? Haven't used it much. Believe it will struggle against Curum. Specs Palt. Webs were an issue. Yeah, because you didn't have the right Quackaval set. Okay, they said Curum, Specs Palt. Curum and Specs Palt is all they said. Okay. Curum, I second that. I don't think Specs Palt is that big of an issue if we have the AV Mola, though. But you probably do want boots, given this is a hazard stack. First, let's make this terrible. Let's make this ice. Like, no, I'm sorry, but no. Like, we're not running a Sandy Shocks that can't touch a Gliscor under any circumstances. That's not the move. I wonder if we need an Olo here. I feel like we really don't. It doesn't seem that important. Like, I don't think an Olo is carrying the game here. Exactly. Is there a steal that would fit well here? I also think I can just go with EQ Dragon Tail. Like, I don't like this. The Dragon Tail is good against Wellspring as well, which is nice. Yeah, we throw Terra Ghost on a couple things. I think I'm probably down to throw it on Moltres as well. The Curum issue is pretty bad as well. We very much do need a steal. Apparently, yeah, the Terra fighting was specifically for Curum. Makes sense, honestly. Yeah, I'm not loving the Olo Quack either. like a Garg. We also have no hazards. Oh no, what am I saying? We got a Guard Chomp. We got hazards and removal, which is good. I almost feel like just dropping a King Gambit right here. Like, what would that do? SD. Ironhead, Sucker Punch. I feel Terrifier on this team, given the bird situation. But 20. People have been using that lately. More defense on Quack. 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 There we go. This is, I remember to copy it, right? I'm not modifying the original here. Good. Okay. Iron Crown is not a bad idea either. Doesn't help against Wellspring that much, though, was my concern. I think I like just Chomp Lead here. Looks pretty solid against almost everything. Let's get up those rocks. Let's start doing this. We're faster. That's nice. Let's spike up. We can get another spike, and then we can attack. That Ceaseless Edge did kind of a lot. No, that's nothing special. I'm going to EQ here. Pick up the kill. Good Torn. Yeah. Okay, we see not boots. Interesting. I'm going to go Shocks here. I don't think you ever knock off. Yeah. Okay, they're probably going to think they can kill us here. I'm going to Volt Switch. Hopefully surprise them with the outspeed. If they go yeah, I was going to say, if they go Treads, we're just totally screwed. And they did go Treads. That's really bad. Yeah, that's freaking terrible. That's freaking terrible. Okay. Oh my god, they got that off too. All right, we can go into this, and we're going to change this to knockoff, this Quackaval, because this is not working so well. Okay, we can go Chomper here, and we need rocks again. Hopefully this is not a fast Petrant, because if it is, I think we lose the game on the spot. Hex has a chance not to kill. Probably doesn't kill, actually. Okay, they're going to Parting Shot. That's a good sign. It's EQ. Right? Oh, it has EQ. What am I? Of course it has EQ. Okay, we can go into this here though, and I'm gonna EP. No, they're gonna game. They're gonna Volt Switch or something. Okay. You can go Quack here, kind of put some pressure on them. This is not going well though. I think we're too bad against hazards ourselves is the issue, and Quack is not the hardest thing in the world to spin block. Like, yeah, they're going to Parting Shot here. The thing is, they just go back into Petrarun, and it's like, what do we do? Yeah, like, they're super baiting me. They're going to go Petrarun here. So, what do we do? What do we do about that? Let's go Gambit. Oh, they actually did it. Okay, well, they Terra Ghost, so that gives us something, I guess, to work with. All right, they switch out immediately. Makes sense. Let's go into Zama. Excuse me, Moltres here. Okay, we get roared out. Fine. Let's go Gambit on the Petrarant here. Yeah. Okay, now let's SD on the Parting Shot. I'm gonna Ironhead. Okay, their ID Roar, which is not good for us. Let's knock off here. Getting the leftovers off, kind of our only hope. I never critique the names. That's just not really what I'm here to do. Okay, we get hit, unfortunately. But I can glide here and probably get the kill. Okay, they switched. Fine. Whoops, that was a misclick, but it doesn't matter. We lose this one. GG. Yeah, gold could be good here. Keep the hazards up. I like that. I think gold was the play. Actually, for sake of posterity, I'll keep the King Gambit around, but I think gold is the right idea. I think we'll go with the defensive one. It's going to stop Pecharunt a lot better because even with King Gambit, we were getting smoked by Pecharunt. And then this gives us a Wellspring. This kind of gives us a lot of what we were needing. And what were the threats to the team? Pecharunt, Wellspring, Kyurem. Yeah, this gives us so much that we wanted. Let's get that in there for Gambit. Yeah, I think this is going to help. Because at least then we can keep up our hazards, and now we have 2 knockoff users, so I think this is good. Flare Tune, I'm not taking submissions right now. You can send your team to me if you want it to be reviewed, but I won't be looking at it on stream. All right. Oh my god, it's Auburn Hills again. I do tire of facing this, but there's nothing you can do about it. All right, let's see what we got to do here. Gold looks pretty good. Hazards always, of course, are nice. I like the idea of volting around if we could kill the Garchomp. That'd be nice. What do we want to start with? Let's start with Chomp. I should have known. They love leading with this Garchomp. So I probably should have seen this one coming. Let's go into, this Molt is Roar, not... I guess that's fine. Let's go into the Molt. We can fake being Wisp. I wonder if they think or they just like auto lead with Garchomp. Okay. Quack looks really good here. If we can get up hazards. Let me roost here. Okay, they're just going to do it. All right, I mean, that's fine. That's honestly fine, because now we can Volt Switch with Shocks, which looks really good, once we get up hazards, of course. So I'm inclined to go the Rillaboom here, and we can... Oh, we're really weak to Toxic Spikes again. Or once again, GG. Yeah. We can switch out here. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, I'm going to... Let's rock up to start, and then we can EQ later. You have to try to spin with Quack, the T-Spikes. I think on Rillaboom, to make it a better breaker, we go Woodhammer over Low Kick. And then we have to put Terra Poison on this guy for if we see Glamora again. What are you doing, man? Just click a move. Okay, let's search another one because our opponent is sweating. HF, okay. No great removal. Wake's a little irritating. I think I like Rilla lead here. Let's get timer going. Let's go gold here. Let's go Chomper. Set up spikes. Okay, they're faster. Makes sense, I guess. I don't want to go into Quack now because of how good it looks. You can go Shocks, and we can just EP here. Because, yeah, I think they're Scarf, so they weren't expecting us to be Scarf as well. Can we just not... Let's just Woodhammer. And we can glide here. Cool. Okay. That's good. In this game, we can go gold and T-Wave. Oh, we're Terra Steel. We shouldn't be that. Let's go Fairy. Okay, we hit. It's always nice. Get that off. Let's go into this and scout for E-Speed. We can go into Chomp, get some helmet damage. Okay, it does have E-Speed. Figured, but good to get confirmation. Go Rilla here and knock off, I think is the right play, and then we can maybe sweep with Quack. Seems good. Okay, Glamora's going to come in. Yeah, we don't really want to have to Terra this thing. Well, there's no spin blocker, though, so we can probably just spin with Quack. Okay, glad I Woodhammered again. That went well. Okay, we just knock off and kill. But this puts us in a weirdly difficult position. They can't Terra, though, which is good. Fiery Dance is not killing us. I think we still want to win with the Quackaval. So my inclination is we U-turn here. Hopefully they don't get a boost. They don't get a boost. That's great. We can now... I think Umbreon's dying after a Moxie boost, right? This thing's just going to click D-Gleam. We can Terra Electric just to, like, extra make sure we don't get screwed over by something, but I think we just win here with the Quack. Surely you die to a CC, right? Yeah, you do. Cool. I think we need Wisp on this Molt. This Dragonite, these Dragonite situations are throwing me for a loop. Let's finish this game with Quack quickly. GG. Yeah, this is why you run Aqua Step. It's a good freaking move. Okay, we can use... Okay, wow. All right, didn't see that. Probably should have seen that coming, but didn't. We can go Quack. Oh, we probably shouldn't have gone Quack. But they might fear the Axle. That's what I'm counting on. We can probably just roar it out with Molt. We'll probably be fine. Okay, it's a good win. Okay, they did not. They were not scared. Oh, we got Encore. That's not that bad. We can deal with that. Quack. Gold, excuse me. T-Wave. Tex. Okay, fair enough. Oh, we can Aqua Step here, can't we? Yep. Should be able to. This looks good. Zama coming in, but fair enough. We can knock this, which looks great. Now we can go Molt. And we can roar it. And if it Terra fires, we can shut it down with Shocks. Yeah, I often play multiple games at the same time when testing teams, just because it speeds things up a little bit. Okay, fair enough. Let's just roar you. Oh, it's going to roar us. Okay, all right, fair enough. You're going to take so much damage. Do we want to Terra Ghost? Yeah, we might as well. We can just Hazard stack up. Terra Ghost and Hazard stack up. This thing's going to have to, like, It'll die before we die of crunches, which is the funny part. Yeah, we're going to EQ here. I think we're at the point where we don't so much care about Toxic Spikes. And it's not even going to Mortal Spin. It'll just Power Gem. That's really nice, too. Yeah, we should just win with Shocks here. The threat is definitely Wake, which I don't think is a huge threat. Let's EQ. We don't need to risk missing with Dragon Tail. We're going to Pulse. We're going to survive. Beautiful. Just EQ here. Actually, should we preserve this? It really doesn't matter. Let's just EQ. Like, on Fort, I mean, no. Like, it wasn't that close to killing. Dragon Pulse there, like, I don't think ever killed. Okay, we can go Quack here and just Rapid Spin. Looks pretty good. Okay, it's not really a problem. We can Rapid Spin again on that. Yeah, like we're gonna be fine. Okay, we can. I think you do outspeed here, but it's just not an issue. And yeah, we can just go Shocks. Someone said probably should slap on a Ghost Resist too. True, we're getting rolled by Ghost types. Might have to go. You know what might be good is just going Ting Lu here over Garchomp. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have saved you, but whatever helps you feel better, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I think probably Lu is probably a good call here. Not a lot of immediate power, too. Let's try, yeah. I think we probably try Lu. And then we can maybe go CB Rilla. CB Rilla is just so good. Thanks, we got a fan. Awesome. Always nice to see. Okay. I'm inclined to just lead. Well, this is kind of a weird one. Let's lead Rilla. I'm just going to knock. We don't die to. Actually, they're pretty high. Yeah, top 30. We got 1948. Cool. Glad to see. It's always nice to see that the good players do watch me. Oh, the hot takes vid, probably what they're referring to. Yeah, as booster special attack, sub agility wake used to be a thing, if you can believe it. People used to run that. We burn it immediately. That's pretty lucky. That's pretty lucky for sure. Flare Tune, you can send the paste on Discord. I don't accept pastes by. We're gonna Roost here because I think this thing's gonna hit me with like a Specs Draco or okay, it's just gonna be Specs Shadow Ball. Let's U-turn. I don't think you ever stay in here, so I'm going to U-turn, and then we can get in Garchomp and start doing some hazards. But it is Specs Pulse, so we're going to get to kind of test that out, see how that goes. Yep, figured. Let's get up them rocks. How much is Quack taking from Specs Pulse? Maybe it gets to a KO'd. I'm going to Spike here. Now we're going to Terra Ghost and Rock because I think it's going to go for the Ice Spinner now. Yep, called it. Love being right. Let's EQ here. Well, Yeah, let's EQ here. My concern is it might be, double removal. We might have a defog Corv, but I feel like on a Tusk team like this, like I don't think you have defog on Corv as well. I think I like, oh, and we have gold to block it anyway, so I guess wouldn't really be that much of a concern even if it did have it. I'm okay to just click Make It Rain here. If the Aatrot wants to come in, we can just go. It's a great entrance to Quack, so that works out fine. Let's go Quack. Yep. Let's Aqua Step here. We really want these hazards removed is the #1 priority. So we're going to Aqua Step first to make sure there's no funny business with Terra Ghost or switching into Dragapult or any of that. Okay, that's fine. We do not die to a Moonblast here, so I'm going to Rapid Spin. Hopefully it recovers. It did just attack. Well played by my opponent. Good on them for playing that correctly. Here, I'm going to Woodhammer. Okay, probably eliminated the Clefable threat for the rest of this. I'm going to Woodhammer again. If they want to do that, that's fine. That's totally fine. I think I'm going to U-turn into Shocks here in case they go aggressive and decide to U-turn. As I said, I don't think, yep, they got aggressive and U-turned. Glad I called that out. Glad I called that out. If they go Pult, that'd be great. Okay, it's just going to be Slowking. I think I just EP, right? Like, I'll just EP again. I think they sack here, to be honest. They might go into Corv. I don't think they will. But it's not the end of the world if they do. Okay, they do go Corv. I think you gotta click Recovery here. So we can go gold and we can hex it up. Oh, you U-turned again. Okay, full aggro. I can respect it. Yeah. Almost wish the Quack was a little lower, but I think the Quack is sadly probably the sack here. We can go Rilla here. The good news is Rilla's looking amazing at this point. We can glide here. Rilla is looking amazing. Yep, down you go. Flamethrower from Pult is not killing us, which is huge. Draco, 40% chance. So we're looking good to click Knock if Pult comes in, and everything else dies. Can anyone submit a team? They've already been chosen. I do accept submissions from the general public. It's not some like special members thing or any nonsense like that. But it was a while ago. Collected these. Spikes, SR, EQ, Whirlwind. Although I really hate to drop Ruination. I think we have to, though. Go Helmet, though. I think Helmet's fine on this. And a Fizz Def set. I think that's still the move. Because we've got enough AVs that we don't need a ton of special bulk. So it can be like a pseudo chomp. Okay. I'm going to knock off because you always Terra here. Okay, we called the Terra correctly. We knock it off. That's good. That's good. I think we glide here. I'm hoping it doesn't have priority. It might probably a sucker, but Rilla, we could preserve Rilla. It wouldn't do a whole ton, like a ton at the end of the game. I'm thinking probably Earth Power with Shocks is our win condition here. Does that kill Clefable? Likely to. So I think we can probably just win the game with Shocks. Let's glide. Okay, cool. We do get the glide off. And I think next it's got to be Chomp because that's the only thing that can really make sure this thing dies. And then we'll spike up again. If we're faster, great, we get up another spike. If not, it's not the end of the world. We're okay. Does Pult die to Shocks is another question I probably should have. Okay, no, actually. I thought we did. Okay, but we get up another hazard, so now we do. I think we spike up again, right? Because I can just go gold on this thing, and your Aatrod has lost its boots, so it's like it's dead on entry. So okay, let's go gold here. And then, but the Pult's just gonna kind of fry us, isn't it? I guess we it does have limited entries though. Let's recover on the pretty obvious sack. Yep. Dragapult here, Spec Shadow Ball is likely to kill gold. We've got to heal up Molt. It's the only way this works. I think we do start with an EP though. They might not expect us to be Scarf. They at least have to sack something here. And then I think we can try to win with Moltres, potentially. Because it can do enough to this Pult that I think we have a chance to kill with Flamethrower after all the hazards happen. I'll add music next time, but for this time, I'm just gonna game in silence. But yeah, this Specs Pult thing, it is proving to be an issue. Okay, we kill the Glow King. That's kind of nice. Is there anything to be gained by preserving this Sandy Shocks? A free sack. Is there ever a world where that free sack actually gets us anything? I don't think so. Can Molt kill Pult? Yes, guaranteed. That's great. I think we can win this game with Moltres, honestly. I think we can just hit it with enough flamethrowers that the thing dies. So let's EP. Let's go Molt here. We roost, and then we're just going to hit this thing with a ton of flamethrowers. We may have to switch out and back in at one point because we get dropped by a ton of Moonblasts is the concern. If we got a Spadef drop there, it would have been super free. Our opponent made the right play, knocking immediately, and we're going to just throw off flamethrowers as quickly as we can because we can't kill this thing with a drop is one of the problems. Okay. Okay, we're not getting dropped yet. That's been pretty fortunate. I'm going to roost here. We've been getting very lucky with the Moonblast drops. That should be acknowledged. Very lucky. We have to roost. Okay, they finally get the drop, which was absolutely, we had it coming. Okay, it's out of Moonlights though. This is not looking good. Yeah, we can't win this. GG. Okay, yeah, Ting Lu here, probably going to be a step up. Almost beat a 1900s player, but not quite. I think Ting Lu is going to be the move with this team. Where to submit teams? It's a questionnaire, a Google form I send out occasionally on YouTube. So if you're subscribed on YouTube, you'll probably see it. Should come up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all there really is to know. Okay, against this team, hazards look great. They have no removal. Let me just click rocks. I don't know what this Curon wants to do, but it can't kill me in one hit, so. Oh, beautiful. Wants to switch out? All right. I'm always down for that. If it taunts, we can just go Moltres. So, okay, cool. They're just going to let me get up full hazards. This is beautiful. I do not mind this one bit. I think if we attack it with Earthquake here, we can stop it from getting up all the spikes. Okay, all right. Actually, we probably should have gone for a third layer there. Yeah, we probably should have gone for the last layer. We can go Quack though. And here I'm inclined to just click knockoff. No one's ever gonna let. And see, now we actually can pressure this thing. That's why it's so big. I'm gonna go gold here. Beautiful, that's great. We can just throw off a Make It Rain. Okay. This is fine. Let's Make It Rain again. I'm okay with letting gold die. Yeah, and they overpredicted as well. I was okay with letting gold die there. Boots. Let's T-Wave immediately. Okay, it's just going to go for that. That's fine. I feel like Boots Molt should be able to be shut down by Moltres. That did a lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. Okay. Jeez. I didn't think that would do that much. This is... I should have, though. Do we go Spit F Molt on this team? No, probably not. I'm gonna roost because I want... Jeez. Keep getting high rolls. I want to get like a low roll or two just so we can have like enough health to live a Landorus U-turn. How much do we need for that? We're good now. So I'm going to U-turn now. Didn't get frozen. Beautiful. Always love to see that. Getting frozen, not such a good time. Can we go Shocks now? Probably not. Can we go Rillaboom? Yes, but we can't kill it with Knock into Glide. We're probably going to lose to a Kingambit, aren't we? Maybe not. There's a chance we don't. There are roots. Okay, Pointed Stone's dug into the Samurott, so it is dead on entry, or near it. With Helmet, it's dead on entry. Almost wonder if we can like Terra Electric with Quackaval and Rapid Spin here, if that's the play. Here's what I think we do. I think I go in and I think I Terra Blast Ice now. Okay, we kill Landorus immediately. No complaints there. That's pretty good. Boots Zama. That is not what you want to see at this stage. I think we can sack Lou. Hopefully to a CC would be awesome if we could get one of those thrown at us. Okay, that's good. That is what we want. And now we can Volt Switch. Gorilla here, I think is fine. Hiram comes in. Does Woodhammer Ice Beam? I think how much recoil are we taking? We are taking 12, so Ice Beam plus 12. We're probably getting through this with Woodhammer into Glide, so let's do that. Okay, looks like we got pretty high rolled, but we survived, so that's good. And we can Glide here. We absolutely Glide here, no question about it. Let's Volt Switch. We're going to sack Quack, then we're going to go into Molt. We have our boots, right? Yeah, we have our boots. They have not used Terra, so it's Terra and Gambit versus Molt. I think we're pretty much smoked, but you never know. Yeah, no, we're smoked. They just click Kowtow and win here, and we missed too. So it's GG. Whoops, GG. Can Gambit, is that a real threat, or did we just like get rolled this game? Was the original team better against King Gambit? I don't think it was. Had a low kick, but like that's not like. Yeah, I think Revival Blessings top level viable. The original team, I think, is also getting cooked by Gambit, if I recall correctly. Yeah, this has a pretty bad. Well, not really that bad. Yeah, it's not really that bad. I guess like Terrifier is pretty rough, but that's just going to be what it is going to be. We could go low kick again on Rilla, but I think the Woodhammer power is important. I think I'm going to try Choice Band, because I can help with all kinds of situations. CB Rilla. Was that the most recent one? Yeah. Let's try this. Let's try the Banded Boomer. Yes, you are getting a Saturday stream. Vexia, yes, I do have a Discord, but that'd be a pretty weird place to steal my teams. They're all in the description of videos. And yeah, they're not stealing. I encourage using all the teams I have in my videos. The Pokepaste are in the description. If you go on my Discord and ask for my teams, like some people might give it to you, but it's not really where I put them. But yeah, link to the Discord's in the description. HF. Okay. Sap Sipper Gudra, first game with the Banded Rilla. Not ideal. Not great to see. Pretty tragic. Hazard Stack still looks pretty good, though. Let's go that angle. Hazard Stack plus Quack, probably going to be the main way to win this game. I could see maybe some Sandy Shocks pivoting being effective. What do you think about King Gambit in OU and NatDex OU? Pretty toxic in OU, pretty unhealthy, pretty broken. NatDex, it's better. It's not as unhealthy. Okay. We're just going to rock up and spike up. Okay, that's fine. We're going to spike up more. And let's get up to last spike. Okay, now we can go molt. Burning this is going to be great for residual damage. And nothing really likes taking a burn, so let's throw off a wisp here. This looks super easy. Cool. Let's flamethrower. Flamethrower again. Flamethrower. Let's roost. Let's just roost. They're not getting any younger, but we kind of are. I think we win this. I'm gonna roost a couple more times. I think I U-turn here. Actually, we can we? I'm gonna roost again. Okay, now I'm gonna U-turn into gold. Problem is, if they yeah, okay, I was gonna say, if they Shadow Ball, we're in, like, a world of pain, and they did, which is, it's pretty bad. So we probably lose to just Defog Corv now, but let's knock off here, and they're gonna get all their health back. And I guess we lose. I guess that's it. We can sack Lou, I guess. Go into this. Gotcha. I think we can Terra Ice EP and get out of this. Oh, never mind. That's going to do a ton. No, that'll get us there. But we probably just lose to Corviknight now. Yeah, we got Sinistered. I'm trying to think if this was my handling of the situation or if this is just a Sinister moment. Like, should I have gone gold? But, like, our gold probably gets outsped and killed, so that's not really an answer. This team had an Olive before, got, like, immediately... No, but it had Roar and Molt, which kind of helps against Sinister. Doesn't really deal with the problem, but it puts it off at least. So, Rapid Spin here. Sure, let's be greedy. Okay, let's knock off. It's probably if it's gonna defog. Yeah. Okay, it didn't defog, so that's something at least. We can roost here. There is actually a world where we bring this all the way back with Moltres and Rillaboom. There is a world where we do this. I'm gonna roost again. We just lost so many roosts though, is the thing. Let's U-turn and see. It is the okay. I'm gonna knock off here, which does not kill, but I'm gonna hope. I don't know. I'm gonna hope. Okay, it just clicked Pulse again. That is good. That's what we wanted to see. It had you had default, dude. I don't know why you didn't click that earlier, but all right. Let me say GG. Okay. Yeah, this team is, dude. These usually these go pretty well when I fix them, but this has been a disappointing day for these. Like, get ahead of it fast. How exactly is what I'm saying. Like, where's the get ahead of it fast? Go into gold and, like, let that die for nothing? Like, how is one getting ahead fast of a Sinistcha with this team? I just, like, I don't see. We would have had to make, I guess it could have made a hard read at one point, gone like Rilla or something, but if we got sapped, it would have been immediately over. So it's like, not, there was no easy way out of that situation. Yeah, Manchikacha healing is pretty whack. But Let's try Spit F. Well, but that's going to make us even worse into Gambit. The Shocks has been super not impressive to me. I don't know. I feel like that game could have been. There was something we could have done, I'm sure. We get to try this matchup again. Let's focus up on this one then. Let's Stealth Rock. Okay, we get dropped. Unfortunate. Let's go Rilla here. Let's knock here. Okay, that's solid. Let's go Lou and spike up. Taunt. Okay, I don't know why you didn't have that last time, but all right. Let's Wisp. Yeah, let's Wisp. We get knocked. That's bad. I was hoping it wouldn't have that. Or wouldn't use that there, rather. U-turn here is fine. Let's spike up over our own. We're going to have to spin with Quack here. No, staying into Tinglu on Swampert was not the problem that game. That Swampert was doing nothing. I don't know why you think that was a problem, Snom. That play was fine. Okay. Yeah, might be highlighting the lack of immediate power. Maybe that's a factor as well. Oh, we don't have the thing. I forgot we didn't have boots anymore because I was focused on the team. Staying into Swampert was fine. Sinistro was maybe mishandled. I don't understand why you're having like the Tinglu took like 20 from Pert, so I don't really see why that's the one that's twisting your head into knots. That one wasn't an issue. Okay, let's go gold here and let's just make it rain. So yeah, here's a different idea. So we go Goldango, Scarf, go Sandy Shocks HDB with spikes. We go Landorus. Actually, no, we still want Tinglu there. But yeah, Scarf Gold plus HDB Shocks might help us here. This is tough. How much is Shocks doing? It does so little. Oh, but it's not max HP. It's 0 HP. Still not enough. Okay, I think we T-Wave here. We miss. Okay, you love to see that. Let's go for it again. If they go Lando, they go Lando. They probably will. Let's make it rain here. Okay, they didn't go. Oh, but we critical hit. Honestly, deserved. I think we deserved it. I'm gonna hope they just don't go. Okay, they went Petra. Yeah, I just kind of had to hope and pray there. This is like a super. This is pretty much an unplayable matchup. I just had to hope. I think it'll be better with Scarf Gold though, and we okay. At least we don't get got by that. That's kind of nice. But yeah, Aquastead doesn't do enough. So let's go into Shocks here. Now let's Terra Blast the Landorus. Oh, they stayed east. Oh, that was a whack play. All right. Why do we have double hazard setters? That's not good. Okay, Thunderbolt. And with this, we go Timid. Let's see if this helps. We haven't won a game in a while. Okay, Shocks looks pretty great here. Um, Wisp looks really nice too. I think I want to just lead Molt. Yeah, let's just lead Molt. Let's get another one going. Okay, let's Wisp. Okay, immediately got Stone Edged. That figures. That is the kind of day it's been. Let's T-Bolt. Okay, it's AV. That is, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Assault Vest. Where the heck is, dude? Like, where? Okay. There we go. All these, like, weird sats, man. I'm going to Volts. Okay, they went land. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I'm going to T-Bolt again. I think you click a U-turn here. Okay, they stayed in. All right, let's Terra Blast. Let's do the thing now. They should just go Mola, but we have to swing for the hills here. Yep. Okay. Makes sense. And I forgot Miracle wasn't, I was thinking it was a normal type move for some reason, so gold would be immune, but of course it's not. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. We weren't going to win that game. We were never going to win that game. Oh, we died? Oh, I guess that killed. GG. That's fine. Yeah. GG. Okay, let's try spikes on this, and let's try Landorus. And then we're going to go more offensive, and we're going to change this to a King Gambit. EP or Scorching Sands? That is the question. Let's go Scorching Sands. The Moltres was just way too passive. I think that was part of the problem we're having. As for why I'm loading up 2 games, that I often do that when fixing viewer teams. It's regular behavior. Okay, Setsu, HF. Araquanid team is what's on the block today. All right, all right. I think I like leading with Rilla. Okay, gonna go right into Kiram. All right, let's go Gambit and see what kind of set this is. Freeze Dry. All right, I'm gonna Ironhead. I think I'm okay with taking an EP here. That Freeze Dry is not specs. Actually did more than I would expect of non-specs, though. That just did kind of a weird amount. All right, we get 1 T-Spike on the field, which is pretty bad for us, but not game-endingly bad. So I guess only 2 Pokemon are affected. That's not the end of the world. Oh, we should make Rillaboom Terra Grass for sure. That's SD. I don't think they surf here. Okay, cool. We outspeed too, which is nice. Let's just Kowtow. We probably kill. We do not. They are super defensive. Okay, we can Kowtow here. And the Custap wasn't at risk of activating, which is nice. Gambit is doing pretty well in this lead. Ival's going to come in. Okay, I think you've got to be... I'm going to Ironhead. Yeah, okay, your CC, fine. Makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, we gold is still... Shadow Ball. Recover. Offensive. Let's change that. Okay. I like rocking up here. I can Scorching Sands now. If they Encore, we can just go Rilla. Okay, we get the burn. Always nice. We could go Shocks here and get up some spikes. I think that's fine, given how freaking low... Actually, we're just going to die here. So with that in mind, I think we still go Shocks. Shocks looks just pretty good generally here. There's no way you're Scarf Kyurem on webs. I absolutely refuse to consider that as a possibility. Let's make it rain. Okay, our fat Scarf Gold kind of did something. That's sort of funny. Let's make it rain. I want to break this balloon for Shocks. Let's just go Lando here. I'm going to Volt Switch because I feel like Terra here is decently likely. They did not. They said, no, sir. I'm all set. Okay, fair enough. Let's EP here. Okay, I think we should be able to beat a Kingambit with what we have. Should be. Let me Volt Switch. Surely you Terra here. They haven't already Terra, did they? No, they didn't Terra. You surely Terra here. And I want Quack in when you do. Okay. I think we actually died a Sucker, which is hilarious. Oh, and then because Vrilla doesn't outspeed anymore. We lose. That's pretty bad. Dang. For a second, I thought we were almost gonna take a game, but we don't. We're not going to. Yo, we could have. Actually, no, because we would have just gotten outsped. Um, I guess we can try to CC, but yeah, we're just going to get outsped. Okay. Oh, it's Terra Poison. What is that doing for us? GG. All right, we lost again. We're usually I gain elo doing these, but this has been tragic. No, why would I be doing more than two? No, I don't just like rapidly switch teams when I'm fixing. I pick one and fix it. I don't know. I think that was. We probably could have played that one better and won. HF. Okay. I know this team. We want a hazard stack immediately. Almost clicked the wrong move there. Let's rock up. Let's spike. Yeah, Luna comes out. Makes sense. Let's go Lando. Gonna SD. All right. Let me U-turn here. We're gonna go into. I feel like you. I don't know what they do here, honestly. Yeah, I couldn't actually. I couldn't begin to predict. Let's go into the. They're going to either facade or fire punch. We have nothing that covers both of those possibilities. How much is Landorus? Landorus is dying even after Intimidate, which is awesome. I think King Gambit's expendable. Okay, it was the facade. That's good. We probably don't have speed here, so let's sucker. Okay, solid damage. We can now go Rilla, and we can Woodhammer and kill something, probably, unless it's Moth. Unless Moth comes out, at which point we do God knows what. Shame that that light screen's still here for another turn. Actually, we can go Lando. Hold on, I'm going to make a game replay. Fair. Terra Ghost makes sense there. I'm going to rock up, though. Okay, we got one prediction right this session. That's good. And Terra has been used, which is also good. I think we have to just let this go. Gonna go into this thing here. I'm gonna Aqua Step. Okay, they did get that read. Let's go Rilla. Let's glide. Let's go Quack. Oh, that did so much. That was a high roll, though. They probably don't kill here. I'm going to rapid spin this time because that covers the Ogre Pawn as well. And they get double high rolls. Or was that... I think those were just double high rolls. I don't think there was any weird set there. That sucks. Okay, well, we probably lose now. That's to be expected. Maybe I just give up on fixing this one. Let's preserve this thing. We definitely lose to King Gambit. That's how this story ends. Okay, maybe not actually. That was a bad play by our opponent. Okay, oh, never mind. We get disabled. That's not good. Go Landorus immediately. Yeah, they have no reason to try to predict. They're going to cook me either way. I'm gonna glide here, and then we're going to do a thing where we try to spike and, click Earth Power on the right turn. Which probably won't go very well, but it's all we got. I'm clicking spike 4 times here. Yeah, let's spike again. I don't know what they're thinking so hard about. Just like click either one or the other. Okay, there we go, and I'm spiking again. Heck yeah. And they lived. Because we got was that a minimum roll? No, they were max HP, so that was pretty normal for a roll. All right, I'm gonna end the stream there. I'll try again. I think I might have to ditch the Quack Shocks team. It's just not doing it at all. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, we're gonna end that